This program that which I have given you to practice at your home.
Yeah, sir. The date, separating the date.
Are you getting that one?
Actually, no, because date is separated by dots and all, na? So I had doubt.
Fine. Wait. So Chetan has already created one program. Chetan, what is the program name? Same. Look at in your screen. Maybe some spelling is going wrong. Which server? EHP4, EC4, right? No. What is the spelling? 006. Same thing I am also opening. CHETHAN. Wait. Activate. Yep. Now you can see the program here.
Yeah.
So he has declared 3 variables, and this is parameter P type D. Okay.
Yeah.
So now, say for example, when you execute here, you will enter a date. Say I will enter here 10 dot some 12 dot 2010 some 10th December 2010. That means.
Yeah.
These are the separators, right? For date, these are the separators. Okay.
Yeah.
And this is called the external format of the date, which will enter by dots. We can also enter like this. Say for example, some user will set the settings like this. Okay.
Yeah.
And some user can setting they can separate with hyphens. Okay.
Yeah.
So there are different formats which can be available for date. Maybe Chetan can set his own settings. Maybe Vinod can set his own settings, and like every user can set their own settings for date. Okay. If you want to set your own settings for date, that will be whenever you have already given with the user ID, right?
Yeah.
Each one has your own user ID. While creating the user ID, they will set the date format. I will show you the date format, how they will set. Right now I am using user ID SAP 051. So see, this is the user SAP 051. So while creating the user, they will set here the date format is dd.mm.yyyy. They can also set these formats. They can also may set this. Okay. Whenever they set this, that means whenever your basis guy will create user ID, right? If he set this format or this format, accordingly you need to type the date in the parameter. Getting it?
Sir.
So in SE38, if I give a date, simply see, I don't give any separator. I will give 0, 1, 12, 2010 and press enter. It will automatically adjust as per your user setting. In your user setting, if it is separated by slash, for example, if you give this thing and press enter, it will automatically separated by slash. Okay.
Slash.
So yeah, if your user settings has separated by slash format, then it also automatically gets separated by slash. Okay. Fine. This is called external format of the date. Okay. So
Okay.
please remember, user setting is the external format of the date.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Whenever the date is going inside the program, that means, see, when I execute, what will happen? The date will go inside, right? That means this content will go inside.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Yeah.
whenever this program, whenever the date, whatever the input which you have given, if it is going inside, the external format will be converted into internal format. Okay. So the internal format of the date will be always y 4 y's dd without any separators. So this is called the internal format of the date. Either Chetan may set with the external format, Chetan may set with the slashes, external format somebody else can set with the hyphens or something, whatever the user external format settings, user settings. Whenever the date coming inside, so it will be automatically come like this y dd. Okay. So now what he is doing, so now P has year 2010, maybe month 10 and date 12. So among this, the first four characters he is taking into variable 1. P of 4 means
Okay.
first four characters of this date. After that, month.
Okay.
We want month. How to get the month? 1, 2, 3, 4. Move 4 places. That is plus 4, and capture the next
Yeah.
two digits. That is 2. So month will come into the variable 2, and I want the date. How many places I need to move? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and capture the next 2 places. That is date.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is how you can
Okay.
achieve the date, month, and year. Day, month, and year. So now I'll
But I have one doubt.
yep.
I have one doubt, sir.
Yeah.
There is no space for separators.
There is no space for separator where while giving the input
There is. Yeah.
here.
No. While storing, it is separating with the dots, no?
Yeah, but here there is no separators, nothing. It will store in just this format y dd. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So now I will give you a small introduction of debugger. Debugger means how the program will execute. See, right now what we are doing, we are giving the input, we are executing, we are seeing the output. So
Yeah.
in between these two steps, that means after giving the input and before displaying the output, how the cursor will go, how it will take, so that I'm going to show you now. So this is called a debugger. Okay. So to switch on the debugger, give /h. /h is the command to switch on the debugger.
Okay, sir.
Press enter. If you observe your status bar is saying debugging switched on.
Switched on.
Yeah, if you scroll down, you can see this message. Fine. Scroll down. Okay, so debugging is switched on. Yeah, then go up and again execute your program normally. I'm executing the program. So now it won't display the output. This is the screen which it is going to see before displaying the output. It's going to your code. Okay. So it's coming here. What is there in P underscore date? You have given some date. That date will be converted now. See, if you observe P here, I'll give P to see here the value of P, whatever is there. See what is there in this? Year
2010, 12, yeah.
12 is a month. These two digits are date. it's automatically converted into internal format. But external format, what we have given, 01.12.2010. That's what we have given in the input. So now this is converted. So from this first 4 digits, what are the first 4 digits of this? 2010. So right now in variable 1 nothing is there. After this step 2010 will come here in variable 1. Okay. And now cursor is here. See, observe this line. In this line variable 2 nothing was there right now. After this step 12 will come into that. Okay. Similarly variable 3 right now nothing is there.
Okay.
After this step date will come. Okay. So after that we are writing those. So like that you can.
Okay, sir.
You can
We are giving day, month, year and now.
yeah.
How come that year will store in the variable 1?
This is our input. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So /h. I'm going for debugging mode.
Okay.
So I'm giving here P. What will be there in this? 2010 1201, right?
That's what I'm asking. How this is storing like this? We are giving 01, 12,
Hmm.
01, 12, 2010, no?
Yeah, that is what I have told. Actually, whatever you are giving as an input, that is called external format, which can be separated with the dots, which can be separated with the hyphens, which can be separated also with the slashes or something. That is called external format. Okay. Whenever you execute the program will see the date as an internal format. This is a different format. Okay. So this SAP automatically take care. You don't need to do anything.
Okay.
Okay. So
No, to do the program, if you know the storing formality only, we can put var1 equal to p of 4, no?
how come now the date is coming like this, right? Now there is no separator here. There is no separator here. Okay, if you observe P, there is no separator. So put first four digits into variable 1.
Yeah. I'm asking that how come this here is coming first?
Here SAP will take care. We don't need to write any logic for this. Okay, if you put some external format, date will be automatically converted into internal format. For this, there will be something called conversion routine. We will see the conversion routine later. Okay. Date, whatever you give the external format, now SAP what it was doing, it was automatically converting into internal format. Internal format is YYYY it is always internal format will be like this only.
Same only.
Same format. It won't change. Okay. So from this you can take the first 4 digits or two digits or last 2 digits like this. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. And Javed, tell me. Okay. Fine. So we'll go to the next one. Fine. So in the last class, we were discussing about this program.
Classes.
So yeah. So here, what we'll call this as structure. What is ABC? ABC is the structure name.
Yes, sir. Name.
Structure name is the ABC. And see, if you observe types, with the types keyword, we will declare a structure. So this is the beginning of the structure, and this is the ending of the structure. Structure has some structure can have any number of fields. Right now here we are using 3 fields. So
name, age, salary.
Which one? Yeah, name, age, salary. We are using 3 fields. Now I'm declaring one variable. Variable name is WA. Type
working area.
Yeah, type structure. Okay, ABC is the structure. So this is called work area.
Okay.
So in general, a variable which is taking reference of the structure is called work area. Now how to fill the work area? So you can fill the work area like this. Work area hyphen name is equal to something, and age also you can give something, whatever you 23, whatever you have given, that will go in and store in work area as whatever 20,000 you are giving, that will go and store in work area salary. After that we are writing the work area content. Okay. So is this
Yeah.
this program is clear for you, right? Fine.
Yes, sir.
Now what I want to do is I will slowly go towards the data dictionary with this. Okay. Now we will go to the data dictionary. We will create some table in data dictionary, and then again we'll come back to the programming. So to go for the data dictionary, the transaction is SE11.
See, 11.
SE11 is a transaction to enter into the data dictionary.
Yeah.
Please make a note. Data dictionary is the central repository. Data dictionary is a central repository. To create objects and to store the data. Advantage of data dictionary is, so in interviews somebody will ask you what is the advantage of data dictionary. The advantages of data dictionary is reusability. Reusability. You can also write, once a object is developed in data dictionary, once an object is developed in data dictionary, that can be used in any program, that can be used in any program throughout the SAP. Fine. So now please look it into the screen. So this is called a data dictionary where we will try to create some objects. So these objects, once you create the object, that object can be usable inside your programs. So now there are different objects which were available in data dictionary. The first one is a database table, views, data types, type groups, domains, itself, and log objects. We will discuss one after the other. We will try to create each object, and we will also I will also tell you how to use these objects in your programs. Okay. Now the first thing is database table. Now how to create a table and what is a table? Please make a note. A table is a set of uh, table structure and table data. Otherwise you can also say a table is a combination of table structure and table data. Okay. Table structure consists the field names, table data will store the business data. Table data will store the business data. like master data or transactional data, like master data or transactional data. Fine. Now, again, let's have a look on the screen. Say, for example, in SAP, what will happen? Uh, SAP is generally an ERP which integrates several modules. This we have already learned.
Yeah.
Say, one consultant is there. He want to create a material. If you want to create a material, he will go to the transaction MM01. This is the transaction to create a material. Okay, this is not required for us. This is for consultant. But if you know, that is good. That is another thing. MM01 is a transaction which consultant will go and he will try to create a material. So once if he want to create a material, he need to fill up these details. What is the material number? What is the industry sector? What is the material type? All these things he need to fill. He will press enter. Say, for example, I will fill the material number test 00112 something, industry sector, chemical industry, for example, and I will say finished product, or I will say some drinks. The material type is. I press enter. So it's giving some another screen, right? So where I need to select, I need to do some user interaction here. Some two views I am selecting. I'll press enter, and here it is asking me some other details. Tell me what is the material description, in which units you will measure, and so on and so forth. Every time, every screen, I need to enter some information like this. Okay, all these information will go and store in a table. Okay, for example, I will say I'll give here some test is a description, unit is kgs. I'll save this material. I don't give anything. I have saved. So if you observe the status bar, what it was saying, come down.
Material test created.
Material test underscore 00112 is created. Okay. Whenever you create a material, this material will go and store in a table. So I'll go to the SE11 and table name is MARA. Mara. Mara is a table which stores the material. Just now we have created a material, right? That material should be there. That material should be there in this table.
Mara.
Yeah. So I'll say I'll go here, click on display. Okay. See, this Mara has different fields. So if you observe this, these are all the fields. So MANDT is a field, MATNR is a field, ERSDA is the field, ERNM is a field, and so on. There are, if you scroll down, if I can scroll down, there are so many fields which are available in Mara table. Okay. So this is called a table structure. Table structure means it's a template kind of thing which is having different fields. Okay. And now see, observe the icon here. There is one icon. So this icon is for the contents. That means table data. If you want to see the table data, click here and say execute here. If you execute here, there are so many materials, huge number of materials are available, among which 200 materials are coming. Okay. So now we have created what material? Test underscore 001122, right? Only two.
Yes.
Fine. So we have created this material. If I execute, now see, this material was stored in Mara table. You are getting?
Yes, sir.
If you don't give anything here, it will list you all the materials.
Yeah.
But if you mention here a specific material like this, then data will come only for the particular material.
Yes, sir.
Getting it? Say for example, I will say some 1122. If this material is not there, not yet created, then this data will not be there. If you observe the status bar, it is saying no table entries found for the specific key, because this material is not created yet. Okay, so this was not there. So whatever the materials you have created, for those materials you will be having data in Mara table. Remember? Similarly,
yes, sir.
So this is material. So here see, if you observe what are the details, in which date you have created. Okay. What is the username? My username is SAP 051. Okay. And what is the material type? See, we have chosen the chemical industry, right? We have chosen the drinks. So for all these, there are different conversions are there. All those are, and units, we have given kgs, right? So all
Yes.
those things are stored in the table. Fine. And I want to also show you one more table, MAKT. See, these are the fields available in MAKT. Only 5 fields. Material number, language, material text, and this is the material text in capital letters. Okay. So now, we have already given one material. What is the text we have given? You remember? Only test. Test we have given, right? So while creating the material,
Yes,
when
sir.
we entered here, so here we have given some text, right? Previously.
Yes,
So
sir.
the same thing will be stored in this table.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
So material description, whatever you give, that will come and store in this table. And which language? English language.
English.
Yeah. Say for example, if you log into EHP server through German language and create a material, if you log in here with the same user ID, same password, but here you log in with the German language, DE. Okay. And then create a material.
Okay.
And then create a material and then give some description. Then your table automatically stores here with a D. E won't come here. At the
Yeah.
time, D will come. Okay. So you are getting
Okay.
what? So see, the thing is in SAP everything will be done via transactions, not only material. If
Yeah.
you can take a sales order,
Yeah.
you can take a purchase order, you can take a quotation, everything will be done via transaction. Whenever you are doing something via transaction, it has a relationship with some or other tables. Okay. So if you do something in MM01 transaction, you are able to see the same details in Mara table and MAKT table. Similarly, if you are doing something in a purchase order, you can see into the EKKO table, EKPO table. There are different tables are there for different transactions. SAP is already defined that.
Yeah.
Okay. So now,
Okay.
today we will see how to create a small table, our own table, not SAP table. See, these are the MAKT, MARA, these are the SAP tables. So now
Okay.
today we'll see how to create our own table. So if you observe this table, Mara table or MAKT table, table has different fields.
Yeah.
I'll come to that point. Okay. So these are the different fields, and this field is simply a name, and if you observe each field has a data element. What is the data element? See, if you observe MATNR is a field name, SPRAS is another field name in the same table, MAKTX is another field name. Like that there are 5 fields available. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, similarly, now each field, if you observe this MANDT field, see the heading here is a data element. For this field, MANDT field, MANDT is the data element. For MATNR field, MATNR is the data element. Like that each and every field has its own data element. Okay, please make a note. Data element, otherwise you can also say, um, every field in a table will take the reference of data element. Every field in a table will take the reference of data element. In the next line you can write data element in turn take the reference of domain. Data element in turn take the reference of domain.
Data element in term,
Take the
take the,
reference of domain, DOMAIN, domain.
yeah.
So now there are two new words to you here, data element and domain. What this will do? So data element and domain are helpful to define a particular field, data type and length. Do you know what is a data type? Data type, how many data types we have? Some around 8 to 9 data types, right? Character, integer, numeric, and so on.
Yeah.
Okay. Say for example, I'm saying a material number. Then you will again ask me, what is the data type of the material and what is the length? Right? How many digits the material number, maximum digits you tell me. And what is the data type of this? See, for example, if you observe this, it is car means character, and it is having a length of 18. So material number is character and length is 18. Similarly, there are different data types. Say for example, if you take this pras, the data type is language and length is only 1. Okay. So similarly, if you take this MA and it is data type is CLNT and length is 3. There are different data types are available. So these types of different than your program data types which we have declared, which we have already discussed, right? We have already discussed some 7 or 8 data types, type C, type I, type N. We have already discussed it, right? So these data types are little different when compared to those data types. So now I will try to create one small table. So here I will say Z test underscore student. I want to create a table which store the student details. Click on create. Give the suitable description. Any description you can give. Here something called delivery class, if you observe. So there are 7 types of delivery classes are available. So first one is application table, master data, customizing table, table for storing temporary data and all. So we will select the first one, application table, to store master and transactional data. So in our next classes, I will tell you what is a master data, what is a customizing table, etc., etc. So right now you go for delivery class A, and here the next option, data browser table view maintenance. Select this drop down and go for display maintenance allowed. Check this. So these are the 2 settings which you need to do in a first screen. Click on the fields. Now you need to decide what are all the fields you should give in the table. So by default, give MANDT is one of the field. This is the default field which you can give in your table, and data element also you can give MANDT. This is the first field in all the tables. In most of the tables, this is the first field. So I will also tell you what is the importance of this table, but before that we will create a table. Okay, so let me create a table, and after that I will tell you what is this MANDT. So now student data I want to store. So now tell me what data we will store. Student ID, student name, student age, okay, this kind of details. So now you need to mention, you need to prioritize the fields. What is the uniqueness of a student? For example, I have a class where 100 students are there. How can I identify the student uniquely? By ID, student ID, because 2 students in the same class can have a same name, same age, maybe same father also, maybe most of the details can be same, but student ID is the only one which can distinguish the student from other student, right? So give here STU ID or something. You give the student ID. So first place the field which will distinguish, which will determine a student uniquely in the class. Fine. Then
Yeah.
come for the data element. Data element, I'll say Z test underscore STU ID. Okay. Your data element name should start with Z.
Okay.
This is the standard SAP data element. So that's why it is not starting with a Z or Y. But this is the data element which you are going to create it now. This is not there.
Yeah.
You are going to create it now. So it should start with Z.
Okay.
Now what you need to do? Double click on this data element. Double click on the data element. So it is saying the table was changed. Shall I save the table? Click on yes.
Yes.
So where to save? Whether in a folder, that means package, or in a local object. Right now I am going for a local object. So it is saying data element is not available. Shall I create? Yes.
Yeah.
So this is called a data element screen. So previously we are in the table screen, and now we came into the data element screen. So this is the data element screen. So now give here some description. Student ID. It's gone. Sorry, student ID, you give it, and come to the field label. Here there is something called field label. In the field label also you provide student ID 4 times. One is a short text, medium text, long text, and heading. You provide all this. Come to the data type. See here something called domain.
Domain.
Okay, domain can have the same name as that of the data element. So I'll give the same name here also. You can give different name also, but that should start with Z.
Okay.
Domain and data element can be having different names, but always should start with Z or Y. So double click on the domain.
Okay.
Save. Say yes. Now short description you can give domain for student ID. Now tell me, what is the data type? What data type shall I give to the
Integer. Integer.
shall I give a numeric or integer or character? Numeric. Okay.
Yeah. Numeric.
Yeah. So I will select this NUMC.
Okay.
Number, whenever you are giving a numeric, you need to specify the number of characters. So student ID maximum, how much length it will be? 10. Okay. I'll take 10.
Yeah.
Save this. See, previously we are in the data element screen. Now we are in domain screen. If you observe here, domain is there. Okay. Save it. Check it. Check the domain. Activate the domain. So your domain is active. If you observe here, active is written. Come back. So when you click on back, which screen you will come? Data element. Because from table we came to data element. From data element we came to domain. Right? So from domain, whenever I am clicking back, I will go to the data element screen. I will save it. Check it. Activate. So my data element is active. I'll click on back. So which screen I will go? Table. So my first field is ready. So with the numeric 10 student ID. So now second field. Second field is STU NAME, student name. So I will say Z test underscore STU NAME. I'll double click here. Say yes. Yes. So this is student name. Go to the field label. Give student name everywhere. If student name is not sufficient here, just only give name. Go to the data type. Give the same name of the data element, but you can give, remember you can give a different name also, not a problem. Double click. Now you are going to the domain screen. Domain, you give the description. Any description you can give. Data type, student name will be numerics or characters? Character. Okay, so select this character. And length, some 30. Maximum 30 characters. Save this domain. Check this, activate. Come back. Save, check, activate. Come back. Your second field also ready. So now anybody can come and create the third field. Student is. Come. Right. Give the short description first.
Field label.
Oh, fine. No. Type it.
Image.
Only
Each.
you give only S. Next. Here you can say student S. Copy and paste.
No. Domain.
No. Give the domain name first. First give the domain name and then double click.
Z student. Z student.
Z or Y?
H. Double click. Data type. Integer.
So Vinod, you are getting it right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Integer. Integer.
Student is what we can take, numeric we can take. Don't take integer.
Okay.
Integer means it is something like a salary which should require some separator. Okay. Money,
Okay, sir.
currency, these will go for integers.
Okay.
Telephone numbers, age, student ID, all these things are without any separator, commas and dots. So that you can take as
Yeah.
how many characters age you want? How many maximum years you want to live? Okay, 2 sufficient.
Double click on data type. Yeah. Yeah.
So save, check, activate your domain. Press enter. Yeah, come back. Yeah, now you are in data element screen. Save, check, activate your data element. Have you activated data element? Fine. So good. So student name, student age is also created. Now I'll say I will create one more field quickly. Student class.
Test class.
So in which class is
Yes.
I'll go to the data type, give this,
Yes.
class will be, what shall I give for the class?
Character. Character.
Characters, some 5 characters I'll give, otherwise some 10 characters. Save,
Yeah.
check, activate, come back. Fine. So now we have created some 2 or 3 fields like this in a table. Assume. After that, the next step is go to the technical settings. There is something called technical settings. Go to the technical settings. So here there is something called a data class. In the data class, select APP elbow. This is APP L0 is for master data and transparent tables. Select this.
Okay.
Size category. Size category is something like, now you have created a table. Why you have created a table? To store some data. So
Yeah.
how much data you are going to store? Whether you are going to store some 10,000 records or 1 record or 2 records, or how many records you are going to store. SAP is asking you because I told you, right, SAP will deal with the main database. SAP database is separate and main database is also separate. Now it need to reserve some place in main database. If you say I will store 1000 records, it may allocate some 5 megabytes. If you say I will store some 1 lakh records, then it may allocate some 1 GB space in the memory. Okay. So you need to tell the size category. How many records you are going to store in this table. So are you going to store these many records, or 22,000 or 0 to 5,500? I will select this because this is a simple table which we will not store more than some 10 to 12 records. So select this. This is enough. Size category is 0. Click on save. So what are all the things we have given in a size in our technical settings? Data class and size
APP
category.
elbow. Yeah.
Come back, save it and come back. Now the key fields, you need to look into the key fields. Whatever the field first you have given MA and DT, always put this as a key field, and then student ID is the key field. Key field means with this you can identify a student uniquely. So put a checkbox, key field and initiate. So put that 2 check mark, save it. Go here extras, click on extras, enhancement category, continue. So now SAP is asking you, see, this is a table structure. Table structure means the fields in the table. Now what are the fields in the table? Student ID, student name, student age, student class.
Name.
So these are all the fields in the table. So this is the structure of the table. So now SAP is asking, are you going to add one more field tomorrow in this table structure? If you are going to, maybe, if you are going to add it, you say can be enhanced. If you are not going to add it, cannot be enhanced. Okay? So if you are not able to say, you say not classified. I can't say now. Okay? So I will select this, cannot be enhanced. You can select any one of this, not a problem. Click on copy. Can be enhanced. The deep structure is something, I will tell you this. Deep structure is something, a structure within the structure is called a deep structure. Okay, Then that we'll discuss later. So I'll save this. Now, what are all the things we have done from the beginning? If you remember, see here when we are creating a table, this is the first screen we have seen. We have given a delivery class A and data browser, display maintenance allowed. We came here to the fields. We have given different fields, okay, and then we went to the technical settings. We have given these two, and then we went to the extras enhancement category, and we have opted for can be enhanced or cannot be enhanced, whatever. Now save it, check it. So when you check, if you observe the status bar, you should get no inconsistencies found, okay. Then if no inconsistency is found, that means you have done everything well, and click on activate. Okay. So previously when you go to the Mara table, here the contents icon, this is the contents icon, right? This contents icon is activated.
Yeah.
Now this icon is not active for us.
Yeah.
Once the table is activated, this icon is activated. Okay. So fine.
Okay.
Now is there any data is there in this table?
No.
No data. You observe the status bar, what it is saying? No table entries found with the specified key. There is no table entries. If I am saying here execute, it is saying no table entries, but first create some entries. How to create the entries in a table? How to create some records inside the table? Go to utilities, table contents, create entries. Here I will say student is 1, 2, 3, 4, student name, Samranga, student is 7 years, student class, second class. Student ID must be maximum 10. It's not there is no compulsory to give all the 10 letters to fill. See, this is anyway, this is what? This is numeric, right? Student ID is a numeric.
Yeah.
So what is the default value for the numeric? Zeros. So if I don't give this, how many zeros it will store? 10 zeros, because we have, this is a numeric of length 10. So I'm filling only 4 digits. Remaining 6 are zeros, obvious.
Zeros.
Fine, save this. And if you click on reset, this will be cleared so that you can enter another student record. So I'll give here 1, 2, 4, 5, some student ID, student name, student age, 6 years, student class, first class. Okay? Save this. Like that, you can create different records. You can create some 1000 records or some any number of records you can create. Now click on contents and execute. So your records were coming here, right? So this is how you can create your own table, your own
entries.
Your own entries. Okay. Yeah, MNDT I will tell you, because this is right now. If I tell you, you will get confused. So I won't tell you right now. Just as of now, blindly give the MNDT as the first field. But I will tell you what is the use of MNDT. MNDT is called a client. Okay. Client is something like when we are logging in. See, when you are logging in, you are filling the client number, right? See here 800 you are giving.
Yeah.
So that 800 is storing here in the MNDT. See 800. So as of now, I can tell you that, but more details I will give you in the next classes. So what will happen? So see, this is the table structure, right? This is a table structure. This table structure, if you say tomorrow, if I get the login for 810, I will have a user ID and password for client 810, say for example. Okay. So then what will happen? This table structure is client independent. That means whatever the table structure you are giving here, that means what I can say, where is the table structure here? Yeah, this one. So whatever the table structure, MANDT, student ID, student name, student age, all together is called the table structure. This can be visible.
Yeah.
This can be visible in 810 also. If I log in 810 with some user ID and password, table structure is visible in 8. If you create in 800, that will be visible in 810 also. So table structure is client independent. So if you create a table structure in one client, it will be visible in another client. So it is client independent. But table data is client dependent. Say for example, this is a table data. Tomorrow if I log into 810, if I log into 810, their student ID 1234, 1245, these IDs won't be there. Table data is client dependent. So that is why don't confuse with this. I'll come to this later. Okay. So as of now, you just practice with MANDT. So what you need to do is for the tomorrow's class, create a table. Okay. So the table the table name you can take any table. Say for example, one guy can take a bank, Jet Bank. If Jet Bank is already existing, you take a Jet Bank 1 or Jet Bank 2 or something. If table is already existing, you take another name. So in the bank table, you can give the bank account, because account number is a unique thing, right? Account holder name, amount, and some other fields like address or branch. So those kind of fields you can declare. You create a table and maintain some entries. Who will create a bank table? Okay. So Javed is going to create a bank table, and Vinod, you create an employee table. Okay. So employee means the table name will be Jet employee. Employee ID. Yeah, employee ID, employee name, organization, number of years of experience. So these kind of things you can put some details. Okay. Some 4 or 5 fields. And Chetan will create a table of Jet department. Okay. So take a supermarket. Okay. So in a supermarket, different departments are there. Department ID. So you will give department ID 1, 2, 3, 4. And department name, sales department, billing, customer care department. Otherwise, some college. Okay, college departments. You create college departments. So different departments in engineering departments you want to take. So yeah, you can take some CSE, IT, EEE, EC, and number of students in each department. And then yeah, of course you can take the college name also. Okay, and address of the college. These fields you can take.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So yeah, so some supermarket example. So like that, when you are coming to the class tomorrow, be thorough with creating the table, and you should be able to know how to create a table, how to create entries in the table. Fine?
Yes, sir. First screen, what we have to give the command, sir?
One moment. Yeah.
First
screen, you need to give this delivery class as a data browser, display maintenance allowed. Okay?
Yeah. How to go to this?
It will come automatically. Otherwise, see, for example, you will get this as a first screen. See, you go to the SE11 transaction.
Yeah.
SE11. Give your table name. Click on create. While creating, if it is saying that in the status bar, if it is saying the table name is already existing, you change the table name. 1, 2, you can put some name and click on create. Okay. So click on create. When you create, what will happen? It will come to this screen. It will automatically come to this screen.
Yes, sir.
So you give the delivery class and data browser. Okay. So still, if you are getting some doubts, your session is already recorded. So your recording session you can hear once again. Okay. You can listen to this.
Okay.